Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Danny, and it's been a minute. It's been several months since I made a video. I guess I made some videos back in June when my family went on vacation, and I've quit making them. Otherwise, actually, my card setup, my table that I had set up to do cards on, I had to take down because we moved my daughter back home from college. Well, now she's back in college, and so I got my space back. But anyhow, this video is going to be a video response for MrFisherbike, and so y'all stay tuned and we'll get into it, alright? Alright guys, so interesting. So let me give you a little background to this. So MrFisherbike, I was actually introduced to that Jayson, MrFisherbike, by another Jayson, Poor Man Stack. And so actually was watching videos the other day, and Patrick, the card hobbyist, posted a video response. And so then I went to Jayson's channel and saw what this challenge is supposed to be, MrFisherbike, and I thought, man, that's a pretty cool concept. And it actually made me a little nostalgic. It made me a little, I don't know, do a little reminiscing, if you will. And so I will tell you, so when it comes to mentors, I think I've probably had several as far as my YouTube career. But John Sports Cards is probably the first that comes to mind. John early on was helping a couple of channels. It was mine, and I had a friend named Carl. He had a channel named Carltopia, and John emailed both Carl and I and was giving us some advice, some things that we could do to help get our channels out there, to get our videos in front of some of the bigger channels. John gave me several shouts on his channel. I've won several of his giveaways. I think I won on his 250 sub giveaway. I think I won on his 1,000 sub. I won around Christmas time, won a thing that he was doing. So I've been very fortunate on John's channel. John's always been cool with me. He's helped my channel out a lot, and so John's the first name that comes to mind. So if I had to give points to someone, I think we're allowed to give a point. I think John Sports Cards would be my channel I'd like to see get a point. I've been around a fair amount of time. I look at this and I think, gosh, dude, I've been doing this for a while. As I kick one of my ring lights, Patrick made me very nostalgic. Patrick and our channels are we have a lot of parallel, right? A lot of the channels he mentioned, the Card Crew guys, was one of the last folks added to the Card Crew. They're about the end of it, and we were supposed to do some stuff for that. Scotty, you gotta get your head out of your butt, dude. We got to get something rolling with that. Get us all back active again. Amio, Show Us Your Hits, I believe, is the name of his channel now. Amio is a sister channel. I've had a lot of channels that I came up with. Scott Reindeer Studios, I was introduced to him through Patrick's channel. So Around Your Boys, a lot of channels out there that basically the same age as my channel. My channel, I'm a dual genre channel, if you will. I like doing card rips, but I also like doing outdoor type stuff. And that kind of messes with the YouTube algorithm a little bit, because I don't get pushed in either one, because it's confusing. But it's what I do, it's what I like, and I don't care. I don't care if I make a big channel. I do this so I can look back on some of the cool times. I just went dove hunting, tried to make a dove hunting video for that. We failed miserably, only got one dove, so didn't get a chance to do that. Now, as far as channels I've helped, if you do a YouTube search of 12 Against Sports, you'll see dozens and dozens of channels that have received cards from me, received shouts from me. Just early on, it's been a few years since I've been that involved. But that was what it was all about for me. It wasn't about what I could show. It was what I could give and do for other people. And so from that standpoint, that was what was fun about YouTube. And actually that's kind of what made me eligible, if you will, for the card crew, because it was about spreading the love, spreading the hobby. And there's lots of channels out there, some now defunct. They don't make content anymore that receive cards from me, shouts from me. I remember finding LSU Maniac when he had like 100 subs or whatever. Not that I pushed him, it's just I've been around that long. I'm an LSU fan, and so I was like, cool, another LSU guy's got a channel. And now what's he got? 6,000 subs. Like I said, John Sports Cards, I was subbed to him when he had 100. Collector Holic is mentioned in Patrick's video. I remember him when he didn't have many subs. I remember Around Your Boys when he didn't have, I've been around that long. My channel hasn't grown as much. Grown recently due to Danny over at Lively Card Collector. Helped push me back earlier this year. Got me up over 600. I've dropped some since then. But I think this is a really cool way to reflect on kind of how you got where you got. To be doing this long, and even though I've been kind of dormant the last little bit, just lets me reflect. I'm not a super long veteran of YouTube, but I've been doing this for 4 years or more. I guess it was January of 2019 when I started, and so it's just fun to sit back and reflect. And as I'm watching some of these, I think Four Leaf did a All-Star thing earlier, I guess in August. And I was looking at it, there's so many channels out there, I have no idea, man. The sports card community on YouTube has grown so much. And, 4 or 5 years ago, there were, some OGs out there, Jabs and Blue Jacket. And I know there's a lot of other ones that were around that are big. And then you had an influx of, guys like me and about the same time as Reindeer and Tony Black and Eddie's Cardboard, and gosh, there's dozens and dozens, and now there's hundreds and thousands, and I just don't think there's any way to keep up with it. And if you're not out there and you're not pumping out content, you get lost in the mix, and it's kind of where I'm at. I'm a bottom shelf channel that I don't even get into it a whole lot anymore. My collecting right now has been whittled down to Sonny Gray and doing some set building. But this has caused me to get my stuff set back up. So if nothing else, I appreciate Jayson with this little event, getting me to dust the camera off and get back. And appreciate all my buddies out there, man. I miss you guys and Picker Jim and a lot of you guys that are out there cranking out content. And I hope I can get back to doing this. I just enrolled in grad school. I'm going for my MBA. So time is, time is a constraint anymore in my career and blah, 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 blah. Everybody's got it, right? But I need to make some time for this because I do love collecting. I do love being a part of the YouTube collecting community, and I love to crank out content. So having said that, I'm going to get in here and I'm going to make another video or two, and we'll slow roll these and post them as we can. But anyhow, so my point goes to John Sports Cards. John, thank you for all you've done for my channel. If I've done anything good for you, let me know in the comments, man. When you get into a situation like this, when you're trying to reflect, it's really hard to get things going. I started this channel making videos in my closet. I was actually making videos in my closet on a card table. Luckily, it's not a big walk-in closet. It was big enough to set up a lamp behind me, a card table with a chair, and I did it in my closet because I was embarrassed, which is weird, but just because I didn't want anybody to hear me talking about baseball cards and knowing that I would post them. And I mean, like a lot of people, early on, you might get 5 views. You might get 10 views on it. And if you broke double digits, you were stoked. And I remember, hitting 100 subs was a big deal. And when I got to 140, I kind of stalled for several months. And I was like, well, maybe that's the best I can do, So Anyhow, this is cool. Appreciate Patrick putting out the video. I'm glad I got to watch it, and I'm glad it put me back in touch with MrFisherbike. You know, guys, I'm still alive, still well, and I want to try to make a couple more videos here in just a minute. Leave me, you know, a comment down below. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already, man. Maybe we can get back into this thing and get rolling again. So, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Peace out. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.